So it stays 6-3. Randall Cunningham and the Eagles. The drive stalls. No points on it. Interestingly enough, these Eagles, who've had all these offensive problems, have been able to move the ball quite well.
Well, it's just been quick passing, get away from the tackles, and what the game plan that Ted Plum wanted to use today, he's using very effectively. It's the same one, actually, that the Vikings were about to use, but they've been throwing the ball 10, 15 yards down the field, and Wilson hasn't been able to get the ball there. The receivers have been open. 6-3
is the score right now. Herschel Walker's 93-yard kickoff return opened this game. Randall Cunningham, 11 of 13 for 85 yards. And now the Vikings, whose Wade Wilson has not been effective thus far, is back to pass again. Goes right. Herschel Walker. That is surprising to me. Only the 14th pass that Walker has caught in the 5 games since he went to Minnesota. That's a 24-yard gain, but they've not used him that effectively.
Well, they didn't bring him in here to throw the football to him. They brought him in here because the Vikings wanted a dominant rusher, and that's what Walker has given them. One of the problems a lot of teams have done, Cowboys are a good example of this, Walker can do so many things that sometimes you focus your entire offense around Walker, and that's not good. That hurts your offense.
Keith Byers getting some medical treatment on the sideline. So those 35 receptions for Walker, that's for the full season. Here's Walker coming left. And cut down for very little gain at the 48-yard line. I imagine that's a result of that collision that Keith Byers had with Scott Studwell when he made the catch. But he's got a nosebleed.
Yeah, he got the bridge of the nose, and a lot of times when you see him working on the top of the nose and blood's coming out, you gotta think automatically, I had one of those. That's a broken nose. So I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to speculate. Yeah, it's a broken nose. That's what I would say it is.
2nd down and 10. Wilson with time. Jordan can't hang on. As defensively, Andre Waters was right there.
Good throw that time by Wilson. Notice how, when he threw this pass, how he really cranked it, how he got in there and really took the big stride and snapped it off. And the ball came a little harder, I believe, than Jordan expected it to come, but it was right there. Should have made the grab.
Wade said the timing is off. There's no question about it. He did not have Anthony Carter in training camp, nor Steve Jordan. They both held out. Carter's still hampered by injury. So's Jordan, and Wilson was out. So their timing has not been great. There's Reggie White going up against an old college classmate, Tim Irwin, today. 3rd and 10, 4 wide receivers in. Incomplete. Those are the intended receiver, Reggie White. Got pressure. They'll give him credit for a hurry.
I believe that the Vikings wanted to allow White to come in, but I don't believe they wanted White to come in quite this fast. I think Dozier is supposed to get over and give a shot to White and then come off of White for the screen. He didn't touch him. White gets there too fast, doesn't allow Wilson enough time to drop the ball in.
Now left-footed Bucky Scribner is back. Let's see how Henry Gizmo Williams fares with the left-footed punter today. Only one punt. He let it go over his head. Pretty good pressure. Not a very good punt. And Williams took his eye off the football. And a flag is down, face mask. As it now stands, a 43-yard punt at 3 on the return.
Personal foul, face mask, number 26, Ricky C.
Andre McMillan's having a rough go today.
Getting his name called a lot for all the wrong reasons. Here is McMillan and Williams.
Yeah, he took his eye off the ball. You could see him look downfield to see who was going to hit him and lost contact. Lucky for him, he got the penalty.
Thus far, the 6 Minnesota points on a kickoff return. And now Philadelphia's Randall Cunningham and the offense of the Eagles back on the field. Keith Byers. Broken nose and all the way out to the 30. Let's go back and take a look at that punt with Henry Gizmo Williams, Terry.
Keep your eyes on Gizmo Williams' eyes. Notice how he's looking at the ball, but now, right when the ball takes the bounce, comes up, There's a little, now it comes up in the air. He picks, he backs up, gets set. But then at the very last minute, notice his head comes down. He's looking to see who's going to make the tackle on him. And Al Roberts, special team coach, he knows this is happening. It won't take him long to get him out of there.
Second down and 3. Audible by Randall Cunningham. Defensive change called by Scott Studwell. Myers, quick cross. Studwell goes over and meets him. Al Roberts, the special teams coach, was defending Gizmo Williams, who caught a little flack here in town for avoiding punts last week against Moshenko.
Yeah, but the point about getting him out of there is very simply put, that in the fourth quarter, and this game is tied and a punt is made, and Williams is standing in his own end zone. If he takes his eyes off of it in the fourth quarter, you got to imagine someone's going to hit him again, and the ball's going to pop out. A punt returner has to be fearless, totally fearless, and you got to concentrate, never take your eye off the ball.
Question, Mr. Bradshaw. What's the toughest job in football?
Punt returner.
Did you ever have to do it?
Are you kidding me?
Didn't think so. Third and 1, quarterback sneak.
Did I ever do it? You're looking at a 6'3", 200 and overweight guy that was slow.
Yeah, but you could run it.
I could tote the leather.
Randall Cunningham, as a matter of fact, is chasing a guy named Bradshaw and a guy named Staubach today. And we thought he might pass both Roger and Terry last week, but he carried 4 times for no yards. All-time Cunningham, 2,251 yards.
We're hanging in there, Roger and I.
Yeah. First down on the last play. Carter starts in motion, followed by Carl. This is Tony to the 35-yard line. This is an Eagle team that 3 weeks ago ran for 215 yards against Denver, 178 against San Diego, but really was stuffed last week.
Yeah, the running game now from the eye, but I would caution Ted Plum if I were the coordinator. Don't get away from the things that are working. Don't get away from Cunningham throwing the quick outs and the little slant. Don't get away from those things, because those things are working right now, and the confidence is building.
8:53 to go. First half. 6-3 Minnesota. Cunningham for Johnson. Andre McMillan covering. Ron Johnson says he shoved me. No flag. Cunningham looks down at him.
That's good. You can do that. You can take a peek downfield, especially when you're 11 for 15. Why not try to gamble? One of the things you don't want to do, and the worst thing you can do as a quarterback, is try to force the big play. You can't force big plays. Big plays just happen. So I don't disagree with that at all. Even though Johnson was covered, lay it down there.
3rd and 9. And again, this time it looked like Noga was offside. Incomplete. That was a free one. And Johnson and McMillan having a tussle on the left side.
Would have been a tough catch.
Offside. 99 defense.
That's the 5th Minnesota penalty. And this is Al Noga.
Noga wants to get that sack early. Said, I want to get in there in the first quarter, and I want to make that sack early, and that settles me down. I've got my sack, and then I can really set the tone myself. Everyone on this Vikings defensive line is just sack happy. I mean, they want to get in there competing against one another to make those sacks.
He's got 9.5 for the year. Cunningham with a lot of time. Fires first down. Tell you, Buddy Ryan said the key today is going to be the play of the 3 guys in the middle, Alexander, Shad, and Solt. They've done a good job so far.
Well, now Cunningham has gone back to a 5-step drop, and when he does that, he's throwing deeper routes. Now he's throwing routes that are 10 yards at least down the field. So the pressure is back on the guard and the center. They have to protect the inside. They're doing an outstanding job now of neutralizing the pass rush of the Vikings, giving Cunningham enough time to find his receivers.
Doug Martin comes in defensively now for Minnesota. 1st and 10. Cunningham intended for Carlos Carson, recently acquired on waivers from Kansas City. Little slant pattern.